Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be testing out the BellaIzzy Flawless Chill the Cheeks Contour Cream Kits. This is relatively new to BellaIzzy. As you know, one of my favourite drugstore contour kits is the powder one, the Chisel Cheeks one. This is coming from the old packaging. They now have the one that's for light to medium and then one for medium to dark. So this would be the light to medium, but it's in the old packaging before they brought them out. And as you can see, it is well loved and used and messy, and I do need a new one. So when I saw that they came out with this, the cream version, I thought, yeah, I would love to try this. This is my favourite. I'm going to be trying out this one on half. On the other half, I realised there's another contouring thing I hadn't tried from BellaIzzy. This isn't particularly new, I don't think, but as I haven't tried it, I thought, why not compare the two. So I also picked up the Chisel Cheek Contour Cream Stick, because I imagine they'll be very similar formulas, as they're both cream but just in different formats. It comes with 6 shades like this. Let me take this off so you can see properly. So you can see it comes like that, 6 shades. There isn't a light and a dark palette like they have now brought out with the powder one, but there are some quite dark shades in there. If I compare, because when I saw this I thought, oh, those two are definitely far too dark and warm for my skin tone, but actually when you compare the two, you can see that the one on the end here pretty much matches the powder contour shade in this contour kit. So I think this is probably for multiple skin tones, this palette. So let me just swatch this dark one for you. Oh, it's nice and creamy. I mean, it's not that dark, so if you had a really deep skin tone, I don't know if it would work for you. And it does look like the highlighting shades, there's definitely one that hopefully will highlight, because I am quite a fair person, and finding highlighting tones in contour kits that will actually highlight my skin tone is quite rare. I'm excited to try it out. Like I said, I'm trying out the sticks as well. You only get 2 sticks in here, one contour, one cream, so I'm guessing maybe it's meant to be a universal one, or maybe they will bring out darker ones. I don't know, I haven't seen dark ones, so I could be wrong. So you've got one highlight, one contour. So I have already applied a light layer of foundation. I'm in the Collection Illuminating Touch Foundation. I have mine in the shade Porcelain, and I went in with some Makeup Revolution Focus and Fix Liquid Concealer in Fair. I haven't set anything obviously because I'm using cream products today, so yes. Right, I'm going to start with this one first. This is the newer of the products, like I said, and I'm going to be doing this half of my face. This is, well, for you left, but it's actually my right side of the face, using the cream contour kit. And like the powder one, it does have the instructions on the back if you weren't aware of how to contour. I did do a how to contour video featuring the powder version, which went down very well, so I'll leave that link down below if you want to know, but today I'm just going to be testing these out. I'm going to highlight first. I'm definitely going to take this shade here because it looks like it's the lightest of the 3, so will hopefully work for my skin tone. So I'm just going to use a flat brush for this. This is just a Superdrug cheap brush. It's the only clean one I could find right now that's flat. So I'm going to take this one. And initially I'm going to, what I also love about this palette, it does have a mirror in it, which is perfect. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to pop this in the areas you'd want to highlight. So in a triangle under the eyes. Now that shade definitely does look like it's going to give me a highlighting effect, which is great. It does feel a little dry, like just me pop it into here and then drag it onto my skin. It doesn't feel particularly creamy as such. It feels like quite a dry cream, but we'll see. A little bit, half of the chin, this half, and just a little bit here. I'll pop a little bit on this side. So you could apply some under here, But as I don't typically do that when I'm highlighting my face, I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to take, as I've been loving these brushes, I'm going to take my iconic O2 brush and blend this out. Ooh. Okay, I can tell you now, these take a lot. These do set, I think, quite quickly actually. Just really blend it out. Okay, so maybe I should have done a section at a time because it is blending out, but it just takes some work to do first. Although it's taken some work to blend it out, if I'm looking at my skin, like looking at my skin closely, and I know I said like it felt quite drying, the cream as well, it doesn't look drying on the skin actually. And it's blended in really nicely. So as you can see, it has given me a highlight under the eye. Not an extreme highlight, but that's because I am so fair, so it's quite hard. Unless I stick stark white under there, it's not going to give the most highlighting effect. But if you did have darker skin tones than me, then this would. So that's the highlighting bit all blended out. As you can see, like I said, it has given it a slight highlighting effect. It's just, with my skin tone, it's not the most standout highlight. I definitely recommend working in sections because, like I said, it does seem to set quite quickly, so then blending out is quite difficult. But it's sitting quite nicely on the skin. Like it's not really that detectable on the skin, which is great, I think. Okay, now I'm going to go in with some contouring. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going with this shade here. I'm using my Real Techniques pointed foundation brush. This is one I typically use to apply cream contour shades. I'm just going to contour my usual areas. So I want to go in the hollows of my cheeks, a little bit around my forehead and temples, a little bit along my jawline, and then just a little bit down my nose. So I'm going to work in sections this time as well, as it does seem to set quite quickly. I'm going to put a bit there. I'm not going to put too much on. Go in my iconic 03 and start blending out. Now, I'm not someone who likes particularly sharp or harsh contour, so I do like to have mine quite blended out like that. So it has given it's a great contour shade for me, I think. It does seem to on camera look good, and it does look quite natural because, like I said, I do like a slightly more natural contour. I'd say that blends out much easier than the highlighting shades. So I don't know if there's a difference in formulation between the two, but I can't imagine there would be. But just for some reason, it just seemed to blend out much easier. So I'm going to take it just a couple of dots along there. And go ahead and blend. If you haven't seen my first impressions of these brushes, I will link it down below. I highly recommend them. They do make everything so much easier, so much quicker, and especially for cream products like this, they're great. I mean, they're good for powder products, but like when you're trying to use cream products, they work super well. See, that's blended out really quickly. Looks really nice, not too heavy or anything like that. Then go with my 05, nope, I'm going with my 04 iconic with a bit of the contour shade. Like I said, I'm going to contour my nose. Like that. So I definitely think the contour shades are much easier to work with than the highlighting shade. I don't know why, it just seem to set quicker, so it's slightly harder to blend out, whereas the contour shades seem to blend up really lovely. I'm just going to see what it's like when I build up another layer. So I'm literally just going to build up another layer on the hollows here and along here, and that's it, nowhere else. And as you can see, a second layer blended really lovely on top. It's not looking heavy, it hasn't caked up or anything with an extra layer, so I definitely think if you can kind of customize the kind of heaviness of your contour. So if you're someone who likes a full-on harsh, not harsh contour, but quite a standout contour, then you can definitely layer it up and it wouldn't look horrendous or anything like that. Okay, so that's all swatched on my arm, very badly, I know, but I don't know if you can tell this, because this is the highlighting one I use, so it's the lightest one, so it's going from light to dark obviously, and it just, I don't know if you can see, it does look drying on the skin. Once it's blended in, it doesn't look quite as dry as that, but it takes a lot of work to blend in, and as you go up from here onwards they start to get a lot more creamier. So I don't know, kind of that's the typical thing with cream highlighter, like the cream highlighting shades, the cream contouring shades. When I did my Makeup Revolution Pro HD Cream Contour Kit, I didn't notice that. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the Barry M Cream Contour Sticks. So like I said, I don't think there were different shades, so you literally just get these two, which I guess are meant to be quite universal. Be interesting to see what these are like. I don't think this is going to be as highlighting as the shade I used in the other contour kit, just because it's definitely darker. And this does look quite, I don't know, it looks like it's going to be a bit warm tone, a bit reddy, but we'll soon find out. So let's put these to the test. So like the other side, I'm going to go with the cream highlighter first. So I'm going to drag it down, up in a triangle shape. Yeah, I definitely don't think this is quite as highlighted here. Okay, it's a bit pointless doing my nose a bit more. And this half of the face. I have to say though, they feel creamier than the highlighting shade I used from this palette. I don't know if it's the fact it's in a stick form, if that makes a difference, or if I'm just a bit mad. So going in with the O2 brush again, I'm going to blend this out. Oh, and I can tell you straight away, this is much easier to blend out. It hasn't set quickly or anything like that. More coverage to the stick, I think, than in the contour kit. But I just feel like it's not as highlighting as that shade though. Now I have to say, I really like the formulation of this stick. It's really nice. Okay, now going in with the contour stick. I think this could be a shade too dark for my skin tone, but depending on how well it blends out, it might be okay. So I'm going to take it along there. It's not too bad. The thing with the stick forms actually is you can get better placement, I think. So you're a bit more precise in where you stick the product. I'm going to put, like I said, some dots along there. Here, and then it's a bit fat to try and do the nose, but hey ho. Oh yeah, that's gone quite wonky, but we'll just have to roll with that. I'd say straight away it's definitely warmer. What do you think? But it's a nice shade actually. It's not too dark for my skin tone. Again, blend out really, really nicely. Like I said, I don't like a very sharp contour. I like a much more blended contour. And yeah, I really like that. And switch to my 04 to do the nose. Yeah, definitely prefer the other contour shade for the nose. This is just a bit too dark, I think. I mean, it's still blending out quite well, but yeah, I think the other side looks better and more blended. A very light amount of a second kind of layer of this. Obviously, as I did a second layer with this one, I want to test it out with this one, but I'm going to go quite light because it is already quite, not heavy, but you know what I mean. It's quite dark already. Just a tiny amount, enough to see how well it blends out. And again, like I said before, you could go in the highlighter shade if you want to tidy up along here, but I'm not someone who wants a sharp contour. I prefer slightly more blended out contour. That is just my preference. That is both sides of my face contoured and highlighted. So this side face has the Barium Chisel Cheek Contour Kit, Cream Contour Kit, and this side has the Barium Chisel Cheek Cream Contour Sticks. Now I think it's hard to decide which one I prefer. So this is the stick side, what do you think? And then the Cream Contour Kit. The problem is with these is that I think these sticks I prefer in terms of formulation. Just the way it was much easier to apply, apart from like trying to do the nose with this one, but it's much easier to apply, blends out better, and I think it gives a slight more, there's more coverage to it. I don't know, the highlighting one I felt gave some extra coverage under the eye in comparison to the Cream Contour Kit highlighter. And I think they definitely blended out much easier. And actually this face just looks a bit more defined, but I think but I just wish they were the shades that I used from this kit here. I think the shade range in this is much better. It's more universal. I think more people can use it. So you've got like, I'd say you've got like the fair skin, fair to light here, light to medium, medium to dark, but I do think this isn't, if you're really like a really deep skin tone, this contour shade I don't think would work. But it tries to cover a few skin tones in this kit, which is great, and it's not too expensive either. And like I said, I will leave the prices and things down below. I think if you're also new to contouring, this is much easier because you can just quickly pop it on, blend it out. I'm just going to quickly add some blusher and some highlighter just to complete the skin look. I'm just going to use the Gosh Giant Blush. This is a cream. I decided to go with creams as I've used cream products already. So this is in the shade Passion. Just going to put a couple of dots there, like so. And then for highlighter, going the Iconic Illuminator. It doesn't have the shade, but it's the limited edition one, unfortunately. But okay, so that's the face slightly more complete with some blusher, some highlighter. So both these products I think are definitely worth a purchase. In terms of this one, this is great as it's got more options for different skin tones, and if you're someone who tans in the summer as well, you can then go up to your next shade, which I think is great, and it's not an overly expensive product as well. I'd say my cons are that the highlighting shade, these two in particular, are quite hard to blend in. They seem to set very quickly. They have a slightly more dry consistency of them, but they do look nice once they've been applied and really worked in. And my other thing is, I just don't think, if you've got a really deep skin tone, I don't know that the contour shade is going to work for you, unfortunately. With these ones, again, I think they're definitely worth a purchase. They glide on really well, really creamy, easy to blend out, just really easy to work with. My one con is the shade range, obviously, because I mean, I think I can get away with these. I think the contour shade's not too dark, and the highlighting isn't particularly highlighting, but it does give a very flawless finish to under the eyes, I think. But yeah, my one con is the lack of shades. So I think both these products are definitely worth a purchase. I think they offer different things in a way, as I've just explained. So this side was the Cream Contour Kit, and then this side was the cream stick. Let me know your thoughts down below, which one you think looks better. I think I am, out of the two products, I am slightly going towards these. I think it's got less, there's only one con to them, which actually is quite a big con. But hopefully they will bring out more shades like they did with the Powlet kit, because that would be great. This video complete. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, leave your comments down below which you think side looks better. whether you've tried them, what your thoughts and opinions are. Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree with what I said? And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.